5 missing black women found in water. This troubling pattern has sparked deep concern among communities across the UK. An advocacy group known as forblackwomenuk recently highlighted 5 specific cases that have raised pressing questions. These cases involve 4 Nigerian women and 1 Kenyan woman, all of whom went missing at different times and later were discovered dead in rivers, lakes, or coastal waters. The names of these women are Blessing Olusegun, Keon Williams, Taiwo Balogun, Samaria Ayanle, and Edna Mmbali Ombakho. So Black Women UK argues that these cases demonstrate a troubling disparity in public awareness. They point out that many missing black women receive less media attention, which can impact the urgency of searches and investigations. Let's take a closer look at 3 of these women whose stories became emblematic of the concerns. First, we have Blessing Olusegun. Blessing was just 21 years old, a business student and care worker from South London. In September 2020, she disappeared while on a work placement in Bexhill-on-Sea. Her body was found on the beach later that same day. An autopsy concluded she drowned, and police said there was no third-party involvement. Yet Blessing's family, along with supporters, raised concerns about the handling of the case and the transparency of the investigation. Her story sparked wider conversations about how cases involving black women are investigated and how families are supported. Then we have Keon Williams, a 24-year-old fashion blogger. She disappeared in July 2022 after a night out in London. Her body was found in the River Thames 4 days later. Authorities ruled her death non-suspicious, yet her disappearance highlighted what many described as limited media coverage. Finally, there's Taiwo Balogun, who went missing in December 2022. For 29 days, her family searched for answers until she was found dead in a lake near Bluewater. Police did not treat her death as suspicious, but her case again underscored the wider issue. When black women go missing, their cases often receive less public attention. In 2024, the disappearance of Samaria Ayanle brought shock and sorrow to the student community in London. Samaria was only 19 years old. She was a first-year student at SOAS University of London, studying Japanese and history of art. She was last seen on February the 22nd, 2024. Yet crucially, it wasn't until March 8th, weeks later, that university staff formally alerted police. 5 days after that report, her body was discovered. In total, Samaria had been missing for 20 days before she was found. Her death deeply affected those who knew her, but it also raised broader questions. Why was there such a delay in raising public awareness? Many asked whether faster action could have led to a quicker discovery or more support for the search. Like other cases, Samaria's disappearance highlighted concerns about the speed of public awareness, the level of media attention, and the support provided to families searching for answers. Every missing person deserves urgency, but many felt her case illustrated a systemic gap in how quickly some cases are prioritized. And lastly, the 5th woman who went missing and was later found was Edna Mmbali Ombakho. Edna was a 31-year-old Kenyan national and a master's student at York St John University. On February 1st, 2026, she went out for a walk, and she never returned. For 35 agonizing days, her family, friends and community organized search efforts, desperate for answers. Finally, on March 9th, her body was found. Edna's tragic death added to growing fears in the community, as once again a missing black woman was found in water. Many people only learned of her disappearance after the search had ended. This case highlighted the lack of media coverage when black women go missing. On why these cases have sparked broader debate and what forblackwomenuk is calling for. When someone goes missing, time is critical, and visibility can save lives. The organization argues that public awareness is key. It mobilizes searches, encourages witnesses to come forward, and increases the likelihood of finding someone sooner. Yet families of missing black women often feel their cases receive less urgency and attention. forblackwomenuk is calling for change. Equal media coverage for all missing persons, greater transparency in investigations, stronger mental health support, and justice for families. The repeated nature of these cases has led to online speculation. Some fear a pattern, though no evidence supports targeted crimes. Still, the fact that so many families are asking these questions shows the urgency of addressing systemic gaps. No family should feel their loved one's disappearance is overlooked. In the end, it's about ensuring every life matters equally, and that every family gets the answers they deserve.